Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. And now we're going to be talking with two organizations tonight. We'll talk with the Multnomah Bar Foundation about their court care system and the organization that is running that program, which is Volunteers of America. So here to represent those organizations, I have Donna Sheely. You are the president of Multnomah Bar Foundation. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And Michelle Ward, you're the program director for Volunteers of America for the East County Court Care.
Yes,
thanks for being here. So this is a great partnership. It's a great way to get two good organizations working together for one common goal. Perhaps, Donna, you can start out by telling me a little bit about the Multnomah Bar Foundation, what your organization is all about, and then why the court care system was started.
Sure. So the Multnomah Bar Foundation is the sister foundation to the Multnomah Bar Association, which is the professional organization that lawyers in Multnomah County belong to. And so it's a 501c3 that's supported by the lawyers in Multnomah County. And one of the programs that pre-existed the Multnomah Bar Foundation is Court Care, which started in December 2001 in the Multnomah County Courthouse downtown as a free drop-in child care facility for individuals who had business at the courthouse. Before Court Care, and I actually worked at the courthouse from October of 2000 to December of 2002. So I was there before Court Care and then after. Right after. Before that, we would have kids brought into the courthouse for stressful situations, all kinds of sentencing hearings. Like
mom or dad may be going to prison or to jail or whatever, or divorces and that kind of thing.
Exactly. Divorces, you know, civil hearings where even if money was involved, the kids would hear some unpleasant behavior on the part of the adults. Custody situations, but the criminal ones were the ones that I most remember, because kids would come in and the judge I clerked for would say, what are we going to do? Can you know,
these can be kids of any age, right?
Age, yes. So we find somewhere for them to go so they don't have to see their parents go through that.
Yeah.
And then
very upsetting for a child.
Exactly.
Especially because they probably wouldn't understand what's really going on.
What's happening.
Yeah.
And so then the courthouse dedicated a converted jury room and turned it into court care. And immediately I remember as a clerk at the time going by and seeing this, you know, happy, very small room, but very happy room. And quickly we learned it was the nicest and friendliest place to go in the courthouse.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was thinking about how this is so much better for the kids, but it's got to be so much better for the parents too. I mean, if you're going through, you know, you're going to court, that's usually kind of stressful anyway. It doesn't really matter why you're there's usually some stress involved. And to know that your kids are going to be okay and they're not going to have to listen to the stuff that's going on, that's got to make it a lot easier for the parents just to deal with whatever they're dealing with.
Right. And that's what we've heard over the years. It's a safe, friendly, free place, and their kids can feel like they're having a good time, and the parents can deal with what they have to deal with.
And free is a good price.
Yeah.
So how did Volunteers of America come into this picture? And who was running this at first?
They were right away.
Oh, right off the bat?
Yeah.
Oh, just jumped right in.
Exactly.
Well, so then, Michelle, tell me a little bit, for people who may not know what Volunteers of America is all about, tell me a little bit about your organization.
So we're a nonprofit social service agency, and we have over 35 different programs, and we our age range is from 6 weeks to 100. We have a child and family program.
That's pretty comprehensive, I guess. Yeah.
We have adult day services. We have treatment programs, gambling programs.
Yeah, and I've had some people from Volunteers of America, the gambling program, on the show. But yeah, there's a lot. You do a lot of stuff in the community.
We do have a lot.
And how it's a pretty big area too, right? I mean, what is the area that you cover?
So we have programs throughout all of Multnomah County. County, Washington County. We even have a few in Marion County, and yeah.
Okay. So the court care system in downtown Portland has been, what did you say, 2000?
2001.
2001. And so Volunteers of America, right from the
Yep, we ran it right from the start.
Were you involved then?
I was. That was actually my first position with the agency.
Check that out.
So I helped set up court care, and then I worked there on site as the program coordinator there for a while. So I got to see.
What was the biggest challenge in getting that all set up?
There really weren't that many challenges.
Yeah.
The challenges in the beginning was getting families to be aware of our services.
Okay.
It was a slow start, but once families were aware of our services,
oh my goodness, I'd be like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a great service. There's a video that MetroEast actually did that kind of helps explain how court care works, and maybe we could take a look at part of that and give people a little better idea of how that all works. So if we can get that up on the screen, I would love to see them roll that for us.
The greatest benefit is for the kids. The children are saved from having to witness a parent possibly being taken away from a courtroom in handcuffs, or from having to listen to a parent recount an event of domestic violence, or from listening to their parents fight over the child. And so that is a huge benefit to each child. We are averaging 80 to 100 children a month in court care, and these are children who are under 6, who are our most vulnerable children.
That looks like fun, actually. I mean, it looks like the kids are having a good time. They have some fun stuff to play with. So you have one area, one room. Is it the same room designated for this? It is the same room.
It's been in that jury room. Court care is now expanded also to the East County Courthouse. But in the downtown courthouse, it's stayed in the same place. And then when the new courthouse is built in 2020, it'll be 5 times the size.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 5 times the size. That's huge.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have your work cut out for you then. So now you, Michelle, you also were instrumental in getting the court care system put into the East County Courthouse, right?
Yeah, with the help from the Bar Association, and the legal community has been just so wonderful in everything they've done for court care and raising all the funds. And
I have to say the attorneys are very generous supporting that program.
The attorneys recognize the important role court care plays, because if they have clients coming to the courthouse and they're in stressful situations, everyone needs to play a part in making sure that the kids are out of those stressful situations.
Yeah, that's great. So tell me a little bit about it. Now, the East County Courthouse, Rockwood area?
It's 185th and Stark.
Okay.
We just run limited days as there's limited services. The courthouse isn't all up and fully
It's not downtown
functional.
Portland.
So they're not running.
It's a nice courthouse. I've been in there. It's nice.
There's so we take children 6 weeks to 10 years at both locations.
Okay.
And the East County Courthouse is open Monday afternoons from 12 to 5 and Tuesdays all day from 9 to 5.
Okay. And so are those the hours that you're open, the hours where most of the court cases are heard? Or?
We're opening to try to target those family law cases where, as Donna talked about, the children don't need to witness some of the things. Restraining orders are another big thing that happens in the courts. And
it can be really upsetting.
Right.
Really upsetting things they don't need to hear. Yeah. So tell me about setting that up. I mean, how long does it take to get something like that going? I mean, is it pretty much, it's up and running now, it has been for what, a year or something like that?
It'll be 2 years in April.
Okay.
And so all of our programs within Volunteers of America are licensed by the state of Oregon. So we have to follow all the rules within the state child care division. So there's certain things we need to do in setting up the room. We try to meet, so we have a mixed age group of 6 weeks to 10 years are the children.
Which is a pretty wide range of
It's a wide range, so we make sure that we meet all the developmental needs within that range. So lots of different activities for the kids. And also, outside of the child care component of it, we also provide resources for families. Lots of times we'll have people who are in need of resources for food, shelter, clothing. We have diapers.
And you would see that, whereas somebody else may not know that about a family, but if they come in and the kids are hungry, they haven't eaten today, or they don't have diapers for, So, and there's a lot of great social service agencies around, but people don't always know that they're there for them. So you refer.
Yes,
refer
we
people.
refer. We do have some things there. Sometimes families will come. They might have left an abusive situation. Children come in their pajamas. We have extra clothes for children,
great.
diapers, and then we try to hook them up with resources as
Nice,
well.
Nice. So the East County one, because it's still fairly new, is it full? Do you still have plenty of room? When is there
We
room
do
for
have
people to
plenty
come
of
and bring the
room.
kids?
So we're hoping to expand, and we're hoping more people find out about us, and we'll maybe use that courthouse because of the services.
Oh, okay.
So yes, and it's just although it's been a slow start, it's been greatly appreciated by the parents who have used it thus far, and also to space the teacher who is there at the East Courthouse just is telling me that lots of parents will just come in there. Maybe they don't leave their children, but they'll come in there while their children plays, and sometimes they just need to talk to another adult.
Oh, really?
So
it's like a little therapy session.
Right. Or find out about the services available.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
well, so you're kind of doing double duty there. You're doing something else. Now, am I right in thinking that sometimes if you have a court case, you can get the choice of going downtown or to East County?
Yeah, the courthouse downtown, the presiding judge has been trying to send trials out to East County and putting judges on rotations to be in East County. And so we're trying to match the schedule for when we know trials or hearings are happening.
Okay.
And so again, like Michelle said, although it's a slow start, we're working with the judges and specifically the presiding judge to find out who's going to be there and when, because they're kind of marketing it as there's free parking.
Yeah.
And so if you're having a trial there, it might be easier.
Been there,
for
done
you
that
to get,
downtown, yeah.
witnesses out to that area.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay. That's great. We had some pictures. I don't want to forget to have them pull those up for us. This was your ribbon cutting, right? That's Commissioner McKeel, Diane McKeel.
It
there.
is.
Recognize her. That was a Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting.
The commissioners and the Chamber of Commerce have been super supportive.
Good. Good. Oh, look at them. Aren't they cute? Winnie the Pooh and Elmo and Big Bird, hey. Oh, they're great. It's like pretty well set up there, it looks like. You got all sorts of cool stuff.
some of the deputies that work in the courthouse would come visit because they said it's the happiest place in the courthouse. So.
Oh, look at that. That's great. So you have plenty of people from Volunteers of America staffing it, so it's all good there.
Yes.
Yeah. What is there anything that you need? I mean, to keep this going, mostly you just want people to know about that it exists and that it's a resource available to them.
We want people to know it exists and we want people to use it.
Okay.
And as we plan for the 2020 courthouse, there will be needs in staffing that facility, and we will outreach to the bar and members of the community to ask them to staff it. And we're just so excited that it's going to be so much bigger and serve so many more kids. Although since 2001, Volunteers of America through Court Care have served over 13,000 children.
Whoa, wow, that's a lot. That's pretty impressive. And I mean, do the kids sometimes come in just really, really upset and,
so it can be stressful even walking in the front doors of the courthouse, going through the security. And all of our programs are trauma informed, so we work with the children in knowing that they're maybe coming from something, an experience, or so all of our services are trauma informed. So there's lots of times that the children are really frightened to come and we're strangers to them, but 99.9% of the time they don't want to leave once it's time.
I bet you there's a lot of hugs. A lot of hugs and a lot of smiles.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a really positive place to be working. You know, I think that would be a great thing. Well, I really appreciate both of you coming down here and sharing the information about that. You know, everybody knows somebody that has to go to court for something. I mean, I've had to go to court for things, not whenever I had young kids, but I know people that have said, you know, I need to get a babysitter, and it's a big hassle, and just the fact that maybe it could be in East County is, you know, having that as an option is great, especially with free parking. I didn't think about that.
Right.
But you know, it's not that far. It's easy to get to, and that is an option out here is great. One last question before I let you go. Languages. Do you have Spanish-speaking people there or not?
We don't at right now.
Yeah, but that is something if you had. I mean, that would be a great thing to have too, because there's a huge Spanish-speaking population out here.
There's translation services that are available at the courthouse.
Okay.
That we
Okay. So if you need it, that's available too.
We can
Great.
find it. Well,
Yeah.
we really appreciate you inviting us and
Oh,
being
no
such
problem.
a great partner to the Multnomah Bar Foundation.
We love working with the Multnomah
Yeah.
Bar Foundation. It's been a good partnership. And thank you both for being on here tonight and sharing that information. So if people have more information, they can go to the Multnomah Bar Foundation website.
They can.
And click on Court Care.
Exactly.
Do you have that information on the Volunteers of America
Yes, we
website?
have that on
Okay,
our website as
great.
well.
Good job. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Community Hotline. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you've found out about organizations that you might want to volunteer with, donate for, or at least just spread the word. I'm Monica Weitzel. We'll see you here next week.
Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.